Here with volleyball coach Mike Lester. Coach, huge win on Wednesday against Bethel, a 3-1 conference opening victory. Talk a little bit about the match and really the turning points in your favor.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it was a very typical MIAC conference match, in which both teams played well, really aggressive serving, really good defense. And in all honesty, Donnie, that was the key to our success last night. We played fantastic defense. I think 84 digs or something like that in 4 games. And Bethel came in with a pretty good game plan. They wanted to shut down our outside hitters, and they did a great job of that. But give Lexia Simos credit. She was very offensive minded, and not only that, but made some great decisions in getting the ball to Mary Nordic and Molly Grover. I mean, those two came in and played really well.
And it's interesting because we talk about different people just about every time we do an interview, because you've got so many people that are stepping up. And really last night Molly and Mary did a nice job of coming in when you needed somebody to step up and get some big points for you.
Yeah, I think that's really going to be the key to our season for the rest of the year is when teams do have video on us and they do scout us and watch, they're going to have some keys that they're going to try to focus on, and hopefully we recognize that early and take advantage by having a pretty balanced team. And I think that was a big difference in the match last night. Bethel is very solid on the outside. They had some success on the right side, but their middle was an area that we thought we could have some success, and we really did. I
think one of the things that your team also exhibits is never give up. Yeah. You look at that match last night and look at the fourth set. You're down 23-22, and they rattle off 3 straight points to win the match. No lead is safe for your opponents.
Right. Yeah. And I think that again goes back to that our team being all on the same page and really understanding that it is all about team success and playing hard together. And again, our back row was fantastic. Jordan Wolf was great last night. Brooke Schilling did a nice job in the back row, and then Morgan Thomas and Lex Krogstad for sure. And ultimately that was the key. They made some great defensive plays at the end of games, which allowed us to score those final points. Even in the first set we were down early, but we kind of kept battling and stayed together, and that's a big key.
You step out of conference play this weekend. You head to Ripon, Wisconsin for the Red Hawk Invitational. One familiar opponent. You play Lakeland again, your first match, but you've also got Concordia, Wisconsin, St. Norbert, and then Ripon. Talk a little bit about the weekend and what we should expect.
Yeah, it's going to be a good weekend for us to get on the road again. But it's a little bit of a nerve-wracking weekend coming off of a big win last night. And going up against Lakeland, who's been playing very well lately. They just played, I believe, Edgewood and played them very close. And Edgewood's a very good team. And Lakeland, having played them early, is going to come out with something to prove. So we've got to be very careful of that match and really just go out and play with energy and play together like we have been all year.
Is it hard to step out of conference play? We just opened conference play on Wednesday. You kind of get into that mode of the MIC. Now you've got 4 non-conference matches again, but then next week is a huge conference week again. So how do you approach this weekend in terms of mentality?
Right. I think in certain years it's difficult, but I'd like to say that with this team, they're just really focused on the next match, regardless of who it is. And I think that's something that this team has really developed and is really a positive for this group is, they really don't care who we're going to play. They're going to come out with the same focus, the same energy, and they just love to play. And so really just getting back out on the court is going to be important.
Red Hawk Invitational this weekend in Ripon, Wisconsin. Good luck, Coach.
Thanks, Sonny.